Yo, yo. I hope y'all can hear me. I got a new mic. I've been had this. It's just I've been depressed. Well, I haven't been on here. Uh, but I'm out of it. I burned myself out of it. I had to sit and allow myself to feel and address the feelings. My nails have been growing. Don't mind the chip nail polish. I was trying to be girly, but I'm letting my nails grow out. Hear that? But anyway, right? Hi guys, I've been going for a minute. My little video diary. How y'all been doing? I hope y'all been having a great Mercury retrograde. Mine has been weird. Mine has been weird. I can't talk ever. But yeah, I've been going through it as usual, like normal, because what would Mai'reeeeee be without a little going through it, huh? But yeah, this past month been a little rough, not gonna lie. Had somebody come back in my life. That's been a little rough. It's going to be ending soon, and that's very sad. But one day we'll talk about it. Today is not that day because I'm still sad about it. So we will talk about the perverts in warehousing and why I am sick of warehousing and currently looking for either a call center job, work from home job, some other job. I am literally hunting right now because I'm sick of warehousing. When it comes to me, people love to own my energy or feel like they own my energy, and I don't like that because I can see when people are moving that way, and I think they probably think I'm dumb or naive. I don't know, because I present as like a young, oh, head in the clouds type of person, but that's not who I am. It's not who I've ever been. I'm always aware. I'm always seeing things. I'm always paying attention. I'm always taking notes. But yeah, right? So, in the middle of my depression, my deep, dark depression, it wasn't as bad as it was in the past. This time was a little bit better. It took me less time to come out of it, but yeah, one of the catalysts for that moment was this job that I'm currently at because of the boredom, the tedium, the predictability of it. I have ADHD, so it is very difficult for me to be in a environment like that because immediately I just want to leave. There's nothing for me to do. Like, this is boring. I'm not being mentally, like, what is that? Oh, I can't wait for Mercury retrograde to be over. I'm not being mentally stimulated the way I need to be. So it's like my interest is gone completely. I'm exhausted. I don't want to be there. I'm over it. I'm over it. And one of the things that makes me be more over it is men and their need to constantly feel like they are needed sexually, right? I already have a weird relationship with men in the way they act because of childhood trauma, teenage trauma, adult trauma. Men act very weird with me, and I don't know what it is about me that makes them do that, but they act very weird with me, and it's something I do not like. It's something I used to like that used to like drive me like crazy a little bit, but now it's just something that pisses me off. And I'm trying to get into the place where actually no, I'm just trying to get into a place where I don't have to be around people. I want a stay at home job. I want a work from home job, or I don't know, something that I don't need to be around that type of energy because it's sick. It's sick. I could be your daughter, your niece, your cousin, and you doing stuff like that. It's weird. And I mean, at this current job, there ain't been too much going on. People are very respectful. I'll give them that. Nobody has approached me on dumb timing as I've been approached in the past at some jobs. I'll give it that. But it's starting. Like people are getting too comfortable. I started this job a few months ago. Less than 5, more than 2 months I've been at this job. And people are starting to get comfortable, and I'm seeing that. But now I have to keep them on their toes. Sometimes I say hi, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I might go on break at the same time as you. Hey, today I'm not doing that. Like, I have to keep people on their toes because they're getting too comfortable with me, and I see when people get comfortable with me how it goes. But I'm gonna give you one example. This is a story that opened my eyes to a lot of things spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally. It opened my eyes to a lot. This job that I was at prior to the warehouse that I am currently working at, I was, first of all, I went to that place because they paid decent. It wasn't that far from my house. And it's something I have experience doing. I used to build orders on pallets all the time when I first came out to this place. And, I'm just used to it. I've done so many different types of warehouse and duty jobs. I've had so many different types of warehousing jobs. So it's like I'm very qualified to do whatever I want to do. It's just I'm sick of warehousing. But anyway, right? This last warehouse I was at started off really well. Any place I go to, I'm only there to work, and I make that abundantly clear to everybody around me. I don't care if you the janitor, the supervisor, the big boss. I'm only here to work. Nothing more, nothing less. Don't ask me for overtime if I want to volunteer for overtime because the answer is going to be no. If I can pay my bills, I'm fine. I don't need to do nothing extra. Like, it's okay. I'm good. I'm not money hungry like that. I'll survive, and I have been surviving. I've been working my whole life. I'm tired of it. But yeah, like I make that clear to everybody. I'm here to work, nothing else. Don't ask me for my exchanging the numbers for sexual reasons. Don't ask me on a date. Don't ask me to go meet you at the bar for drinks because the answer is always going to be no. Because people are weird. So when I started this last job I was at, it was regular. I wear oversized clothes to work all the time. Big t-shirts, big hoodies, super big pants, so you can't see a figure or shape because people are weird. I've had very uncomfortable situations happen while I was at work, so I tried to limit it the best that I can on my end, which is unfortunate, but it's necessary. Um, yeah, so this last place I was at started off cool. I made it very clear to everyone around me because at that time I was in a relationship. Made it very clear I'm not looking for nothing. I have my man. I'm not looking for y'all. Don't come to me asking me about none of that. Da, 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 da. You know, I thought people understood. Thought people got that for the first like month. It was smooth sailing. And then people started acting weird. Like, I'm a very private person. I'm not sneaky, I'm not secretive, but I'm private. If it's on my phone or has anything to do with me and I just met you 3 days ago, don't interject in any of my conversations. Like, and I'm saying that to say, like, when I was at that last warehouse, after a month of me being there, they seen I wasn't going nowhere. They seen I was, you know, working harder than the men because they posted the case count of who was throwing what, and my number was always in the top five. And I was the only woman, so that's saying a lot. But yeah, so they start seeing I'm comfortable. They start seeing I'm not leaving anytime soon, and they get comfortable, and they start approaching, talking, whatever. Now, race does not matter to me. I don't care for it. I'm not saying it like, oh my God, I need to be no, I'm saying like race, I don't mind whoever. I could talk to whoever about anything. It doesn't matter what color you are. It don't matter to me. I don't care. But the first issue I had when I was working there, this white man who I don't know wanted to be down, thought he was down, thought he was cool like that. I really don't know. But he started like doing like kindergarten flirting, like, oh, I'm gonna say something mean and I'm gonna tease you and I peeped. I made him very embarrassed because I'm very good at that, right? You're gonna do unsolicited flirting. I'm gonna do unsolicited rudeness because I feel like that's necessary. But yeah, so I mean it's all in good fun. I don't go overboard. I know how to hit you right where it hurts enough that you'll stop, right? So one day I'm on the phone on break because at this place we had an hour break because it was necessary, child. It was necessary. I'm on the phone on break talking to one of my friends who is a female. And I tell all the people in my life that I love them. I'll talk to them later. Oh, yeah, this, that, and third, because I love everybody that's in my life. I genuinely do. This white man, and mind you, I'm in the break room. He comes in from break. I'm on the phone saying, "Yeah, love you, girl. I'll talk to you later." No, she died. She lying. She ain't gonna talk to you later. That's the white man interrupting my phone call. And I'm only making his race specific because there was another incident with a black man, and I don't want to get them confused because I'm not mentioning names. But yeah, so the white man not really interrupts, but he interjects into my phone call and said, "Oh, she lying." Da, 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 da. Luckily, this was a good friend of mine. I don't know why I just had to grab my amethyst. I just felt like I needed it. But luckily, this is a good friend of mine, so she wasn't paying that no mind. Honestly, she was ready to cut up. She was ready to cut up. I'm happy I didn't have her on speaker. But um, stuff like that don't sit well with me because I just met you and you feel the need to be that comfortable. I don't like that. I do not like that. So I made it known. I made it very known. And that person is very like, like when a dog is like, licking their wounds. That's how he was, puppy dog eyes all the time. Because at that point, like he just started escalating after that. Like he was getting too comfortable and he was just saying ignorant things. Like got comfortable one time, started saying the N word. I don't do that. I do not do that. So it was like, after like a few days, a few weeks, I'm like, nah, bro, I'm off you. Like, you're weird. You're not even the right type of weird. You're weird. I don't like that. So I made it known and he backed off. He was sad looking, always following me around with his eyes. Like I wear glasses. I need glasses. I wear prescription glasses. These are very thick glasses. I am very blind. Okay, I cannot see without them things, but do I wear them all the time? No. And I just got those. Those are a new pair. So when I was at this last place, I was not wearing glasses at all because I didn't really need to. I don't need to see many people look at me, bend over, and do all these other things because they're weird. So whatever, right? He's licking his wounds, acting like a little hurt puppy all the time. Sad because I'm not talking to him. People would get like that. When I remove my energy from you, you're going to feel it, and then it's going to be like, oh my gosh, well, can we talk now? Not to like boost myself up and say I'm the ooh, I'm no, that's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is my absence is felt. It is very felt. And people like to play and think that I'm not gonna move when I feel called to move. But guess what? I'm a high stepper, very high stepper. So don't try it if you don't want to understand the consequences of that. Don't try it. So whatever, right? That was its own thing. People got the idea of the type of woman that I was from that situation. I was left alone. Now the black man, right? This was after a few weeks, right? And mind you, I've been told I'm intimidating. I don't feel like I'm intimidating. I feel like the fact that I'm outspoken and I don't mind having a conversation. I know how to converse with people. Kind of throws people off because I don't know. I don't know why it throws people off. It shouldn't throw people off. Maybe the confidence. I really don't know. If I did know, I wish I could tell y'all. But yeah, no, I don't know. People always get shocked that I can actually hold a conversation and be nice because I guess they expect me to be mean. But whatever. The black man, right? He's cool with the white guy, mind you. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. He's cool with the white guy. So he's like, when I first met him, right? Because at this point, is this warehouse that I was working at before I left, before I quit, it was not a very big warehouse. It very much was not a big warehouse at all. And what it had to be a handful of people on a day shift. Well, the 11 a.m. shift with me. So it wasn't, everybody knew everybody. It was very high school in there. And being that I was the only woman, I was the topic of conversation all the time. Did I always listen to them conversations? No, because I already knew it was ignorance in every single one. But this one black man, he was very snake like in his approach to me because he came at me on a friend type of level, on a family type level. Like, hey, I already know you ain't looking for that. I already know. Niggas already told me. So I'm like, okay, maybe you might be regular. You might be a regular person, you know? And for a second, he had me fooled because we was cool. Like, he from Jersey, I'm from Jersey. We're not in Jersey no more, but we connect on that fact. Like, oh, you from there? Yeah, yeah, okay. You already know the hard knock life. Because growing up in Jersey is not easy. It's very much not easy. But yeah, it's like, okay, you understand why I moved the way I moved, and I understand why you moved the way you moved. So we cool. Thank you. You regular. Wonderful. Or so I thought, bro. Like, what? We was cool for a long time. Like, it was three of us. It was an older black man in his 40s from Baltimore. He funny. Always ready to cut up. Always ready to go off on somebody. Always ready to fight. My phone is on 10%. And then it was the black man that introduced himself on a family friend type time, and me. And we was like the three amigos. Like, it was a cool little vibe. Like, what? It was a guy who was like my uncle, a guy who was like my cousin because that's what he called himself. He was like, yeah, we could be cousins. And then it was me, just happy to finally have a regular male friendship at work, relieved that I could finally have that. And it lasted for a few months. until it started getting weird. Like people, because I always wore big things, oversized things, people never saw my shape. And because that job was very physical, it's like being at the gym all day. Uh, it's like being at the gym all day. You lose weight, obviously. And when I started working there in October. So it was very cold. It was very cold all the time. And I always had big sweaters. As soon as summer started hitting, like I want to say May, it started getting warm a little bit. I started wearing t-shirts. I started wearing thinner sweatpants because I always wore sweatpants. I was never not going to wear sweatpants there. I was never going to come there in no leggings, shorts, none of that because then people act like they just got out of jail. Okay, do you understand the desperation? That's the energy they was on. Oh, fresh meat walking in here in regular things, no makeup done. My hair was always wrapped up unless I had braids or something. And even then, I was still looking like I was just thrown together because literally did not care. I was not there to impress nobody. I was there to get my paycheck and go home. But as it happens, always, like me and my two amigos, my little family clique at work at least. I'm you know evaluating the friendships that I have and really grateful for these friendships that I made in this place. And it's like the moment I was grateful for the fact that I could have platonic relationships with men at work. That's when everything just started shifting. Like it was this one time when I started wearing less big hoodies. I'm outside enjoying my hour break and I go to sit because there's like this ledge I have to jump down. On this day, we've been working hard. It's over 10,000 cases left to throw. My body is tired. I gotta like bend down a little bit so I can stretch. Me thinking I'm outside by myself, bending down, trying to stretch. I hear a familiar voice from a person who claims that they were cousins. And it's regarding my body. And it was uncomfortable to hear because it's like, really? From you? That's weird. And you're telling people that we're cousins. That's weird. I don't like that. I do not like that. It's weird. It's very weird. And then from there, things started happening, little things, little things. Like, it would be like the end of the night, we done, the next shift has already came in. I'm always going to be one of the last people to leave, always, always, because I need to change out of them sweaty clothes. I always brought an extra pair of clothes. I need to get up out of them clothes, so I'm always going to be last. Because I know I'm always last, I don't mind wearing little things that might show a little bit of my body. I don't mind wearing it. And we had this vending machine at that last place that I worked at. So I was always hitting that vending machine because the energy drinks in there was discounted. I'm saying like 75 cents. So you best believe I'm gonna hit that. What? What? ADHD 75-cent energy drinks? I mean, it don't do nothing for me for real, but I like them. So I was always racking up on them things. And it was this one time he was standing behind me and I just felt him standing there and I'm like, bro, this is disgusting. Like, why? And I just knew he was just watching me, like just watching me. And I'm like, bro, what? This man always drank at work, like alcohol at work, always, every day that he was at work. Mind you, the schedule was few days on, few days off. But most of your days you are on. So if you're always consistently drinking, You're alcoholic, right? That's a problem. And there will be times like we have these deep talks because it's like, yeah, like I'm trying to do better for my daughter. Da, 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 da. That's what he was saying. In the gang life, all of this other stuff, got out of jail, trying to be better, trying to do better, all of this stuff. And I'm like, bro, you are doing better. Look, you got a government job. You're working. You're providing for your baby mother and your daughter. Like, focus on that. Keep doing that. Oh, me and the baby mom. Da, 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 da. Work on that relationship. Like I'm trying to like, yeah, like you say we family. All right, fam. Work on these things that's important to you so that you don't lose these things because these women in your life are important to you. They're there for a reason, right? Like that's the type of person I was being for him. Bruh, a few weeks down the road, because like we were cool, genuinely cool people, like genuinely cool. And he really, to me, really literally felt like family. So it's like to see the changes, it bothered me. And I talked to the older other part of the friendship. Well, actually no. Let me rewind because I'm getting ahead of myself, right? So a few weeks done passed. I'm seeing this man act weird. I'm distancing myself a little bit more, but it's like, hey, I'm still here for you because I see you have a drinking problem. I'm seeing that you're going through something right now. Maybe you just need somebody to listen to you so you could like, get over it and snap out of it and get to it. Because I have addicts in my family. Like I don't like seeing it. I don't like seeing it. So if I can help before it gets worse, I will try. I'll try because you have a daughter, a beautiful daughter at home, very beautiful daughter who's going to need a father that is present, that is there, that is loving. So put the drink down. Drink drink less. Don't buy a whole fifth. Get nothing. Go, get a slushy. Go get a slushy from McDonald's. Go get a Sprite if you want to feel something from McDonald's. Okay? Leave the alcohol alone because you don't need to drink. You don't need it. And for a second, like it was that. It was that. Oh, I ain't even go to the liquor store and break this time because I heard you in the back of my head and I just didn't even get it. Like, bro, like dang. And I'm like, yeah, that's good. I'm proud of you. Good, great. Keep that up. Like just basically trying to be an encouraging person to this man because I genuinely felt like, okay, you say we family. I don't play when it comes to stuff like that. But right, and mind you, y'all see my hair. I have it locked up, right? I have locks. When I started working at this place, I was not wearing my locks out because number one, I started my locks from braids. Like literally I started them from braids and with me, because I'm stubborn and hard headed, the hard way is always the most fulfilling way in some parts for me personally. Sometimes, not all the time, just sometimes. But my hair is also stubborn, so the braids helped it actually lock and not unravel every 2 seconds. But either way, right? I started wearing my hair out when it became more hot because I can't wear hats in there in 85, 90 degrees, but inside the warehouse feel like 1,000 degrees. I can't wear my hat all the time. I'm sweating through everything. I sweat like a man. I'm sweating through everything. So when the end of the day comes, I'm taking off everything. Taking off my hat, my scarf, all of my layers, putting on my dry clothes, putting the wet clothes in the bag so I could take them home and put them in the washing machine. Like I have a routine. There's one specific night I had changed out of stuff. I was feeling great. It was, getting close to my birthday month. I'm feeling good. Like I'm really feeling life right now. Like I was so energetic about everything. And because me and this person were like family type time. Oh, cousin, let's go out. Let's go celebrate your birthday coming up. We got out of work at a decent time. Like, oh, let's go to this bar. And I'm like, cool, because this is my cousin, right? Not blood cousin, but hey, we call each other cousin, so it should be cool enough. I'm like, I don't do all that, but one drink, we could do one drink. I'm fine with one drink. That's cool. Whatever. We go to the bar. Actually, no. We're in the car on the way to the bar. He's driving and he's talking about his business. Like there's this business that he has on the side that he makes money from, this, that, and the third, legitimate business. But for me, because of the different jobs that I used to have, I can always tell when a man is trying to plug himself, trying to flirt, trying to like set the tone. And the moment the energy started changing, I caught on to it because he started trying to flex his money. The money don't matter to me. I don't care for money. I have had people offer a lot of different things, and I'm not bragging, but I don't care for the money. Like I truly just don't. I don't. Money don't mean nothing to me at all. Like I really could care less. If I didn't have a wedding to be in October, I would have quit my job already. Like I hate the greed that comes with money, the stress that comes with money. Like I really just don't like it. But yeah, I can always peep when some man is trying to like plug himself in. So I'm like, boy. Like I'm just listening as he's going off about, not really going off, but like he's really bragging about this side business that he's had, and he's never talked about it like with me and the other older guy that I call Unc, or not really. I don't call him that, but like I could refer to him as my uncle because he's like 50s, 40s, 50s, somewhere around there. But like he's never brought these things up around him, and I peep stuff like that, and I take notes about stuff like that. But I let him rock because I'm like, okay, well, okay, maybe you just want me to know because we do be talking about personal things sometimes. But I'm gonna let that slide this one time. Whatever. I'm only here for one drink. That's fine. So we finally get to the destination. Mind you, he got invited out by some other guy. So when we get there, the other guy is there, and it's cool. It's cool people, cool vibes. I started talking to the bartender, like just chatting it up because that's how I am. And the friend starts trying to push himself up on me or whatever. Mind you, I'm not married. This is on my right hand, but in some cultures, this is like it symbolizes marriage. But I'm not married. Um, yeah, so he sees the ring on my finger, the friend that invited the cousin to the bar. He sees the ring on my finger. He's like, "Oh, you married?" And the cousin's like, "Yeah, she basically is." Like, da, 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 da. And I'm like, "Hey, that's what I'm talking about. You know, I got a man, so you making sure that nigga don't try to flirt with me. I appreciate that. Thank you." So yeah, like I'm like, yeah, that's great. Thank you so much. That was amazing, wonderful, awesome. And in my mind, it was like a hey, maybe I misunderstood what he was trying to do in the car. Maybe that's chalk it up to the game. Maybe that one was on me. But after that, we take our drinks, whatever. I'm only drinking one drink, like I said, because we gotta work tomorrow. I'm not trying to be all crazy feeling when I had to be in this hot environment with people I do not want to be around. So yeah, I'm only gonna do one double shot. That's it. I could drink a lot. I could drink a lot, but yeah. So it was a good time. We go to this next bar because the friend that invited the cousin knew people and was getting invited to another bar. So we walked to this other bar because it was in walking distance. And it's cool, whatever. At some point, the cousin had more drinks than I've seen him drink because he started like getting loud and aggressive with people. Not like fighting, but it was like at the second bar we went to, he was just saying inappropriate things to people, couples, and all this other stuff. And I'm like, all right, cousin, like we gotta get out of here. You bugging. So we go for a walk, and they always say, a drunk mouth will speak a sober mind or something like that. Whatever they say, y'all know the saying. Don't do that. It's Mercury retrograde. Leave me alone. But whatever, we outside, just sitting outside because they have these tables, and he's a little lit, and I'm feeling good. Oh, mind you, at this point, the second bar we went to, I did have a double shot. Again, another double shot. So at this point, I'm 4 shots in. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm regular, but I'm feeling good. I'm enjoying life. I feel great. I mean, I still got my work clothes on, and I'm a Leo, bruh. I don't do that. If I go out, I go out well. My makeup is done. My dress is on. My shoes is on. I be looking good when I go out. So I was freaking out about going out in work boots, looking a hot mess, going out in work clothes. Like I'm like, I look crazy. And if I see people I know, I'm going to be irritated because I look crazy. I don't step out like this. And he's at first I thought he was just trying to be reassuring. But it's like because he's never seen my hair out and I'm a natural black woman. Oh my gosh, you don't need to do that. You have this, you have this. And then he's talking about I have a dump truck. My butt is not that big. If y'all know me in real life, my butt is not that big. I'm very humble. I don't have a big butt. It's decent. It's not huge though. It's nothing to be like, oh my gosh, did you see it? No, it's like, okay, you work out. It's regular. So for him to do all of that, oh, you got a dump trunk, that wagon you dragging, da, 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 da. I'm like, bro, like, you gotta stop. You gotta stop because this is unruly. What is wrong with you? So I'm brushing it off, whatever, whatever. At this point, he's making more plans. I'm like, nah, I'm about to go home. I am about to go home. Like, that's it. We get in a car, and obviously he's lit. So I'm not, we get an Uber. And he's in the back seat on the way to my house because we dropping me off first and then he's going wherever he's going. And he's just saying like, oh no, rewind. While we're waiting for the car, we see this older couple. And one thing about me, I'm gonna give anybody they tens. If you look good, I'm gonna tell you you look good. I don't care. I'm not gonna do it disrespectfully, but I'm gonna be like, hey.
My mic just died. My phone is close to dying, so I need to hurry up with this story. But anyway, right? So, we wait on Uber. I see this older couple. They look like they, out in the town, first time in a while. The older woman looks very beautiful. So I'm like, girl, you are gorgeous. You are stunning. Like, hyping her up so that her man take her out, treat her well tonight. Because I love doing that for people. I really do. And like me and her is just going back and forth. She's like, girl, you gorgeous. I said, oh girl, I look crazy. I just got out of work. Stop it. I look crazy. And she's like, girl, you don't need nothing. You don't need nothing. Like she gassing me up. I'm gassing her up. Her man standing back, smiling and cheesing like, yeah, that's my woman. And we just going back and forth. She go her way, I go mine. We waiting for the Uber, me and my cousin. Now the cousin is going all crazy about that little interaction. Oh my gosh! And then and then you did that, and you did that, and you did that, and oh my goodness! And I'm like, bruh, you are very lonely. You're a very lonely person, and I'm realizing that now because me hyping up another beautiful woman makes you get all like that. It's weird. It's weird. And after that night, the interaction between him and I, hold on, let me turn off my phone. Okay, because it probably was loud since my mic is dead. But after that night, the interaction with him and me was just weird. Like, he was awkward. The next day at work, it was weird. Like, we usually can go back and forth, make little jokes, make little comments, but he's acting standoffish because he's weird and he knows he was speaking truth that he usually probably wouldn't speak, but I already knew because I had already peeped, caught on to intuitively. Because honestly, one day he was saying something, and in my head, it was just like, that boy has feelings for you. He has feelings for you, and you need to, like, back it up, back it on up, distance it. Because there's feelings for you in there from him. And I'm like, okay, true. And this happened. Honestly, I don't remember if that little moment in my brain happened before or after the bar incident, but after the bar incident, he just became weird. Very weird because he understood, yeah, she already made it very clear that she ain't looking for nothing from nobody she works with. And she's in a relationship. And yeah, lost brownie points because not only did you say all types of unnecessary things, you said it to me. You could have said that to somebody else. I didn't need to hear it. I'm not dumb. I know people will be perverted and weird and freaky behind the back, and that's fine. Do that. But the moment you bring it to my attention, now I have a problem, and now it's an issue, and now I'm going to stand on it because that's weird. So after that, right, we really just stopped being cool for real. Like, I distanced myself from him, and he felt the distance, and he kept trying to, oh, like, what did I do? What did I do? What happened? What did I do? Me being me, I'm going to tell you, like, mind you, like I said before, I'm a very private person, super private person. So I don't like having uncomfortable conversations in front of people that don't have anything to do with it. He was trying to have this conversation on the floor during work at a place I don't want to be already. I'm not doing that. People don't need to be in the business so you could be embarrassed more than you already are. I'm not going to do that. I don't need to do that. Y'all can act like this is high school. I wasn't that way in high school though, so I'm not going to do that. Whatever, right? I get to an aisle where it's kind of like secluded. Not really secluded, but nobody's in the aisle. And here he comes again. Oh, what did I do to you? If I offended you in any way, da 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 da. I was like, bro, you're weird. Like, first of all, you run around this building telling people we're cousins, and then you make remarks about my body to other people that you already told we were related. It's weird. Second, I'm in a relationship. Well, I was at that time. And it's like, that's disrespectful. I don't do disrespect and I don't do disloyalty. I want the same energy that I give to be received. So I'm distancing myself off of that. 3, you got hidden intentions. I don't like that. I really just don't like that. And you putting on for people, and you acting weird for people, and you acting out of character, and you're being a chameleon trying to fit in everywhere. Like, I quickly like just told him these things. Like, you move weird. You're moving weird with other people. You keep saying that you're not cool with the white boy that I got into it before that I mentioned previously. You keep saying you're not cool, but yet every time I see you, y'all, oh, let me borrow a cigarette. Oh, let me get a cigarette from you. Hey, yo, cuz, let me talk to you. So I was like, oh, I only talk to them when we at work. No, it's the difference between only talking to somebody because you're at work and using somebody for something because you can. There's a difference between those two things. And I peeped it from him. I peeped the type of person he was, and I distanced myself from that. And he did not like that because As time went on, he kept trying to talk to me. It was a moment when I was in the back of the warehouse in this little area, and I had to drop my pallets and go get a number because we had to say the number in the headset. And I come back, and it's like this person was always like energetically stalking me. Anywhere I went, he appeared. If I was in one place, I see him circling around the area he didn't need anything at, just because I was over there. It was one time oh, I smell you from across the oh no, what he say? Whatever aisle you in, I could smell you in because you always smell good. Da, 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 da. It was weird for me. I don't know. It was very just weird for me, and I did not like that. I don't like that. I've always had weird interactions with people. I've had stalkers. I've had just weird people in my life, and I don't like that at all. I really just don't. So when he started moving like that, and then the combination of the bar incident and other things, because it was multiple things, I just started distancing myself. And again, fast forward to the point where I saw I was at the back of the warehouse. He had said, "Oh, cousin, I miss you, this, that, and the third." I don't know what he say. I know we're not cool or whatever, but I miss you or whatever. That don't fly with me. That don't, I don't like stuff like that. You're being super weird now. So I'm like, ugh, y'all are so emotional in this building for men. I literally say that. I get on my equipment and I drive away because I'm not about to. Nah, first of all, you trying to get me cornered back here. Secondly, I don't want to talk to you. We're not cool no more. Like, I already made that known the last time when he was trying to, like, oh, what happened? What did I do to you? Da, 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 da. I said we ain't cool, but it's no beef. Like, we're not cool, but there's no beef. I am an adult. I know how to work with people I do not like. It's okay. Like, I'm not about to, I don't care. It's all right. I'm not coming after your money because that's taken out of your family's mouths. Like, I'm not doing that. So I don't care. So, whatever. He feels some type of way after I say that because men are very emotional creatures and they don't like to admit it most of the time, but they are. And that's fine. That is absolutely okay. But please live in your truth. Please accept that about you so that everybody else can. But yeah, so that same day, because he has a drinking problem, he goes, grabs a bottle, comes back lit. Mind you, this is a Saturday. We already have to be in here past 12, and we started at 2 p.m. We have to be in here past 12 a.m. because there's so many cases to be picked. We don't have a lot of people on Saturdays, and it was just a lot, and the stuff had to be done. So I'm in the like headspace of, okay, we just gonna be working. Because mind you, this is like being at the gym, literally like being at the gym all day. Very taxing on the body, very tiring, very physical, all day movement. So I have to like mentally like focus, like really prepare myself to be in this moment. So this same day of this man telling me that he misses me and I know you're not cool with me, but I do miss you and this, that, and the third. And I say y'all are mad emotional in this building for men and drive off. He goes on break. He comes back from break. He's clearly drunk, very clearly drunk because he has a drinking problem, alcoholics. And he wasn't the only one. There was multiple alcoholics in there, which invites spirits to come and just sit. That's why it was always problems in that building. But either way, right? Mind you, at that last job that I worked, I was not getting on the forklift because I didn't like the way they handled their equipment. I didn't like the way they drove. It was very much not safe to me, and I'm very big on safety when I'm on equipment. And I don't like gas powered sit down forklifts. I don't. They're very torquey. Like they just there's no rev up to it. They just always on go. I don't like that. I really just don't. It makes me feel very sick to my stomach. And I just refused to get on a forklift at that last warehouse that I worked at because no, I'm not doing that. But so yeah, everybody was cross trained on everything, but I was the only one that wasn't, and that's important because after the break, the drunk cousin, we're no longer cool. I already done ended that friendship. It happened to be me, him, and somebody else in this one aisle, right? And he needed a drop, so he's asking this other guy to drop it for him, and that's fine, that's cool, whatever. I have a headphone in this ear, listening to music, listen to a podcast, whatever I was listening to, and then I have the work headset on this ear. So basically, I can hear, but not the best. Not the best. I can hear. My ears work very, very well. They overcompensate for my eyes, the lack of eyesight. But yeah, so because I'm the only person that does not drive a forklift and everybody in that building knows it, I'm not expecting somebody to ask me for a drop. And because this person, this grown man, this grown drunk man, this grown drunk alcoholic man was feeling some type of way and was trying to like, I don't know, he's one of them people that always needs attention. It don't matter what kind of attention it is. He wants it, he needs it, he thrives off of it. And yeah, in his mind, he calls all the shots. He's also an Aquarius. And I have Aquarius in my moon and my rising, so I understand. But I don't operate that way because Leo is my sun sign. I don't know. I'm a different type of person, I guess. But you know, he just craves attention. So he was trying to be funny, like, hey yo, cousin, can you give me a drop? Mind you, now I'm at this side of the aisle, he's at this side of the aisle. It's a pretty wide aisle, but I'm reversing now to go to my next slot. And the way it's set up, his side will go that way, my side goes this way. So I'm reversing to go to my next slot. He presses the e-brake while I'm fully backing, fully at full speed going backwards. He presses the e-brake, talking about, oh, you gonna ignore me? The whole back of my pallet drops. Mind you, I did not wrap my pallet because the way I put my stuff together, it was solid. And I drive cautiously, so nothing was falling. It was solid. I did not need to wrap it because it was good. I know how to build. Like, I know what I'm doing. Because he did that, because he automatically stopped my machine while I was still in motion, the whole back of my pallet fell. On a heavy night, when we already have to be here longer than 10 hours, it's looking like a 14-hour night. 14-hour night, because when we are done picking everything, we still have to clean up the warehouse. This is why I left that place. Well, one of the reasons why I left that place, but it's like, bro, are you serious? Like, you're that starved for attention, you're that lonely, you're that pathetic that you had to do that. And for some people, it might be like, oh, it wasn't that deep. For me, it was that deep because you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. You already know I'm not talking to you. You already know we're not cool. You already know why. But you want to continue to act stupid. And I have a problem with my anger. I'm still learning to reel it in. I'm still learning to handle myself because I can be, I go from 0 to a million very quickly. And I'm trying to learn how to go from 0 to 10. Okay? It's an adjustment. And it's getting there, but work in progress. Right now, I go from 0 to 1,000. So it's better. It's better. It's better. It's better. But yeah, so I had to step away. I had to go take a walk because I was about to curse him out. I was about to put hands on him. I was about to do a lot of things. But I walked away because I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not going to jail for an idiot. Okay, I already know what this is. He's an alcoholic. This is what they do. So I'm not about to act, I'm not going to get on his level. I went into, actually, no, I went back onto the floor. He had started picking things up and he's like laughing now because to him, because he's drunk, this is a joke. That pisses me off. Don't do that. You're the reason this happened and now you wanna laugh. Okay. So at that point I started going off. Oh y'all really stupid people in here. Like y'all that. Yeah, the jersey come out for real when I get pissed out. Like y'all really goofy, like like it was bad. It was bad. It was bad. Actually no, it wasn't that bad. It could have been worse. But my demeanor when I get into that mode, it switches. It switches. And like at first he was giggling and chuckling. Oh, I fixed it. I fixed it. Low key, I got OCD, very low key. So if I have things a specific way, it's going to bother me because now I see that you're undoing everything I did. And the back of my palette, like my palette was so perfectly square. It was so perfectly square. I put things in the right place. I was so proud of that palette. Like it was a very solid palette. So I was tired because it's like why did you even need to do that? You never needed to do that in life. So I'm going off a little bit. Like y'all come to work and this is your social hour. I'm coming here to work and go home. I don't want to be here any longer than I have to be here. And you're making it harder than it has to be in multiple ways. So like I'm going off. I am. And he's now, after he's realizing, like, oh, you're actually mad, he's now building up his anger and trying to get loud and go back and forth and da 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 da. Okay, but you're driving away. So at that point, it's done up. I'm not talking no more. I ain't got nothing to say. I'm trying to get my attitude together. I need to finish this order so I could go and take a little second to me because, yeah, it almost got there and I don't even want it to because I don't care about you enough to let it get there. So whatever, right? I go, I finish my order. Mind you, it was a lot of things on that order. It was over 100 items on that order. So that's why I was pissed off. Finish that order, wrap it up, put the tag on it, go tell my lead that I'm taking some time to myself for a little bit. I'll be back. And I go call my mom, ask her to pray for me. At this point in time, I was still in a relationship, so I called him and asked him to calm me down. And he's like, yeah, just don't let them affect you. Don't let them bother you. Like, you know what you gotta do. Just go in there and be focused, whatever. So I'm like, yeah, you're right. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I did. I put on another either playlist or podcast in my headset. In my headphone. Went in there, picked up another order, and started working on it. I get to the end of the order that I picked up after I got pissed off, and I, at this point, I'm like, I counted them items. Them items don't seem like the right count. Let me go check with the person in the front. Now the cousin, alcoholic cousin, is up there gossiping like a little girl. I can already tell he's talking about me because number one, I could pick up on it. Number two, you're quiet. You're never quiet. You're always loud. So I roll up and I have home training. Okay, so I'm waiting for them to stop talking. I'm not rude. I don't have no problems with nobody. I'm not about to have no pressure. So I'll wait, whatever. He gets done talking to the lead and then he drives up to me like, yo, you really had me heated. We're not cool. We are not cool. And I don't understand why that's not sinking in. But the moment he says, I'm like, stop talking to me. Why are you even talking to me? We're not, like, stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. And I keep repeating that. And I guess you have the audacity to talk to me like this. And I guess that mixed with the ego, the male ego, mixed with there's people here and you're embarrassing me now. He starts getting louder. And I'm like, oh, and you acted funny for no reason. Da, da, da. I was like, you know what you did. You know exactly what you did. You know what you said. You know how you was acting. You want me to embarrass you in front of these people? let me know. Please let me know. Because you know exactly why I'm not cool with you. I already told you why. You want me to go in further detail? Because I can. Like, I'm going back and forth. Like, at this point, we're going back and forth. Yelling. Yelling. I have trigger words that make me just go crazy because there's been times in my life where people have done terrible things and have said these things while doing them. So it's like, and I'm very much a fighter. I'm learning how to not be a fighter, but I'm very much a fighter. I am. If you knock, if you buck, rise up. If you buck, I'm the person that you would call if you got into it with somebody or you about to get into it with somebody. That's me. But I'm trying to not be that. I'm trying to be more. I don't even need to, you know. But either way, right? So at this point, he's just going and going and going, and now he's saying, "Shut up, shut up." That's one of my trigger words. So it's like, oh, you think I'm one of them? I am not one of them. I get off my machine, I put all my equipment on the machine, I just walk out the building. I called my manager. I felt bad because he was home with his babies. I called him like, hey, before anybody else say something, let me know. Let me let you know what's going on here because I'm about to quit right now and I'm one of y'all best people. So understand this is why. This is why I'm about to quit because I'm going home right now. Understand that. And you bet I didn't get pointed for that. I got a little bit of juice. I'm not gonna lie. I got a little bit of juice. But yeah, that whole interaction was weird. It was very weird because instead of just not talking to me, instead of just going about your business and, chalk it up to the game, hey, it didn't work out, we ain't cool, it's okay. I messed that up. Being a man, messed that up. Instead of just realizing that, he tried to, I don't know, just be a snake. Just be a snake. And I'm very like 10 toes on all of my decisions. I make my decisions with my heart and my head. Like, yeah, the moment my heart is like, yeah, my brain is like, yeah, we off that. And there's nothing I can do anymore. I've already detached. Like, I don't care no more. It is what it is. And I'm sorry, but hey, the energy that's been called back is done up. Like, I can't do nothing about that. And he felt some type of way about that and tried to, like, I don't know, tried to test it and realized I'm not them. I'm really just not them. After that situation, I stayed at that warehouse for a few very, very short few weeks, put in my 2 weeks notice, and then went to this current warehouse that I'm at now. And I said all of that to say, right? People are very weird with me, and I'm understanding why. The gifts that I have is one of the reasons why. The light that I have in me is one of the reasons why. The type of person that I am is one of the reasons why. The outside features and whoever might be attracted to it is one of the reasons why. And it's like, bro, I can't navigate life without being perceived, without being, oh, you a little tiny girl, let me take you under my arms and nurture you because you know nothing about life. Like, people see me and think that I'm this little kid with no life experience. I have been traumatized. I have been brutalized. I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot. And I'm surprised that I can still even sit here and smile thinking about things I've been through. But I've been through a lot of things, which have given me a lot of different ways to see a lot of different things. Gifts aside, I can pick up on shifts in energy before anything. I can pick up on shifts in mood before anything. The tone of people's voices, I'm very sensitive to. I'll see a situation before it's happening because of situations I've been through, and people don't know that about me. And they think because of how I look or the way I may come off, or oh, you look like a little kid, so oh, I gotta nurture you and take care of you. People act like that with me, and I don't like it because it manifests itself into something else, like with the fake cousin. And that story was all over the place, and there wasn't a lot of details put into it because it was a lot more that happened with that situation. But with the combination of that and the last few years, and then this new job, and what's already starting to happen, I'm just sick of warehouses. I'm sick of going out into the world to work because people don't know how to operate in the world. I'm sick of being around people and absorbing all of their energy for no good reason because they're just throwing it out there. Like, I don't want to be surrounded by that. I really just don't. Like, I'm being more stingy with my energy now. Like, I'm not showing up for people just because they ask me to. I'm not doing a lot of things that I used to do. I'm just not. I'm being more reserved with me now because it's more about me now. Like, I'm focusing on me fully now because I need to. I really need to. And I'm just sick of people projecting their loneliness onto me, projecting their neediness onto me. Oh my gosh, you didn't say good morning to me today. Like, do you hate me? The job I'm currently at right now, there's this older black man who feels like I'm always like, oh, I was scared to say hello to you because you look. My face is my face. I naturally have a face that looks like all the time. My lips are big, they're heavy. Sometimes I be thinking my nose is little and it does this little thing. It don't look little, but is compared to the rest of my features, my nose is little and it does this little like uppity thing. And when I'm in my head, which is most of the day thinking about things, my face is, and I'm not mad, I'm not angry, I'm not upset. I'm just thinking. But the fact that I have to explain that to people, actually, I don't even explain it to people. I just be like, that's my face. I'm not upset. It's just my face. Don't start that angry black woman narrative, please. Like, I'm getting sick of that too. Like, I'm getting sick of the misunderstandings all the time. Like, and I'm used to it, but I'm sick of it because it's like now people are expecting you to explain it. I'm not explaining nothing. I'm not explaining nothing no more. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel, and I'm sorry about that. But hey, Jesus loves you. Have a great one. That's gonna be my response from now on because I'm sick of it. Like, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm very tired. I'm very tired of it. Very tired of a lot of things, but people's obsession with ownership of some type of part of me, I'm very exhausted with that. I'm very exhausted with that. And I have a few people in my life that are genuinely just around me because they like to be around me. They are around me because we have a great fun time together. But I'm realizing the majority of the people that are in my life right now are still those people who are infatuated with the obsession of owning me. And I am tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm ready for a different place. And I know I will be headed in a different place. I don't know the timing. I'm waiting on a few confirmations on a few different things, but one day it will be a different background and the slate will be clean and we will be starting over because a new beginning is on the horizon. Truly, I've been seeing 111, 888 recently, 222, 333, 444 a lot. Last week I was seeing 444 almost every day. But yeah, like I'm just tired. I'm sick and I'm tired of people and their lack of awareness for the fact that other people are human and live life and experience life and have the audacity to have their own thoughts. I want a stay-at-home job that I do not have to interact with people if I do not choose to interact with people. I want a job where I really don't have to leave my room and I can do yoga on my break and I can be comfortable, take a shower while I'm waiting for my next client. Like I want something different. I want something different. I'm feeling more reclusive as the summer ends. And it's a good thing because it's been a very busy summer. I'm not usually this active and out at this age anymore. I've done it when I was younger. I used to work in a bar. Like, I'm over that type of lifestyle. So this summer, I was saying yes to a lot, and I'm tired of it. Not like that, but like I'm just like, okay, now I'm sleepy. Now I just want to rest and recoup because I don't do a lot of outside activities all the time. And if I do go outdoors, it's literally outside to sit in the sun or to sit in the grass, let my feet touch the pavement, or to sit under the moon. Like, that's the type of time I'm on now. And when I move, that's the type of time I'm going to stay on, you know? But yeah, it's going to be a longer video. My videos normally are long. Little video diary